What's going on, everybody? ChromeOnRust here. We're going to be gearing out a Barbarian for 500 blood shards. Thought it'd be something a little interesting to do, kind of like an AH guide from back in the day. See if you can pick up those hot deals and figure out what MP level that you're going to be able to farm on with that amount of gold that you spent. Except in this case, it's going to be blood shards, and we're going to be talking about Torment levels. Now, what Torment level or just difficulty level that we're going to be able to farm on is really going to depend on the gear that we get from Kadala. Now, I've never tried this, so I have no idea how it's going to play out. I'm shooting for Torment 1. I think that's pretty reasonable to do with 500 blood shards. Now, there are going to be some stipulations in place that I set for myself, so I'm not going to be using my 5 or 458 levels of Paragon. I think that'd be a little bit cheap. I'm going to stick to 50. I'm only going to be using my Imperial Gems, regular health potions, and then I'm going to allow myself to roll each piece of gear twice. That'll eliminate some of the RNG that you're going to be seeing from Kadala, and I figure if you're just planning to switch classes, you're playing a Demon Hunter now, you want to try out the Barbarian or whatever the case may be, you're already going to have a few crafting materials, you're already going to have a few Paragon levels, so let's go ahead, jump right in, see how it all plays out, because I am definitely interested myself to see. So my plan is to buy an item until it's a rare. I'm going to gear up my entire character that way, and then I'm going to basically start seeing which item is the weakest link and start upgrading from there. Now, the gear is really going to determine my build, but I do want to show you what I'm kind of headed towards. I would like to use like a Whirlwind Rend build, a Rended Run Barb, something to this nature, but like I said, it's really going to be determined by the gear that I get. So let's go ahead and let's start with helmets. Oh, I got a rare helmet. We'll throw that on. Gloves. Chest. Hopefully some of these are good. All rares so far. No shields. Trinkets, we're going to need 2 rings. 1 amulet. Weapons, we are going to be dual wielding. One of them's got a socket, that's good. So we will go ahead and throw this on. And we will see where we are sitting at. 21k damage, that's really, really good. Not really. Shoulders are pretty good. I won't be upgrading the shoulders. Helmet's going to need some love. Amulet. So let's go ahead and start with the helmet. Try to make this as fast as possible. Set a helmet with the socket and whirlwind damage. We'll stick with that for now. Definitely going to want an amulet. We do not really want cold damage if at all possible. Strength Vit, area damage. It's better than what I had. Lightning damage. That's actually one of the elements that we want to be going for. Rain of Vengeance, definitely going to need another chest. Love to get one with sockets. Earthquake, 4 prop, not really what I'm looking for. 2 sockets, Cyclone strike damage. This is maybe a little bit harder than what I was expecting. Rend, Vite, armor, no primary stat, no sockets. I'm going to be able to reroll these twice, don't forget. So I'm kind of trying to keep that in mind as well, but 3 primaries is really hard. Let's go another chest. We're gambling it up. Why not? Rend, Vite. We can go for 3 sockets on that. It's better than what we have at least. Strength Fit, all res. Not going to complain about that. Crit Vite. That's fine for now. Try to get another ring. A little wriggling. Oh, we got our first legendary. We're going to be sticking with that one for sure. Weapons. Definitely going to want another weapon there. What about this one? No primary stat, which is kind of bad. So we at least know we need 1 weapon. So weapons, one-handed. No socket, we'll at least hit up 2. Damage, strength, fit. Damage on these are pretty bad. The damage is pretty good. We'll probably stick with that weapon. Reroll the area damage on that for sure, and it'll be decent. I'd like to get another better one-handed though for my other. There. It's got a socket. We can go primary stat. How many blood shards? We're at 285, so I think we're still doing pretty good, honestly. Where are we at? See, we buffed our damage a little bit. 3.5 mil toughness. Maybe I'll leave the weapon for now. Hoda damage. We really would like a primary stat on here. Gonna go for another pair of boots. Strength Vit, all res, better than what we had. Now the weakest link is going to be, I would say, probably going to want a new pair of gloves. 7 crit is pretty bad. Strength, nope. Nope. Legendary gloves, gladiator gauntlet, strength vit, crit 10, cooldown 8. Those are really good. Happy to use those. So you can see we found 2 legendary items. This is turning out a little bit better than I thought, I think. Amulet, we really need another amulet. That is so bad. Amulets are they're 20. They're pretty expensive. Fire, strength vit, cooldown of all skills. Crit, you're on your amulet, you're going to be looking for crit chance and the damage. So something like lightning or physical would be good for our case. Cooldown of all skills is also very good, but I'm going to check out a couple more amulets here. We got attack speed, damage, physical skills, no primary stat, reduced damage from ranged attacks. It's just so bad. Another amulet. I feel like I'm burning them. I'm going to burn them all up on amulets. Just give me like a decent one, huh? Alright, I think I'm done with the amulets. Let's let's see what else we can get. Another chest would be nice. Something with sockets. Something that's cheap. There's 1 socket. Earthquake damage. Strength fit armor. Poison. It's too bad it's not physical. Revenge. Strength fit. Fire. Life percent. Health globes. That's a pretty good chest. We'll roll 3 sockets into that. So I'm happy with the chest. The shoulders are decent. Could possibly use another helmet because it doesn't have crit. And it's not even 4 prop, or it is a 4 property. It's only 3 primaries though. It's got a socket. I'll go another helmet. Helmets. 2 helmets. Hoda damage. No primary, but it's got crit. I like crit socket primary. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. 1 more helmet. Okay. Alright, we're going to go sell some of these items. Hopefully this isn't too boring. I know it's my first time. I don't know exactly how this is all going to play out. Cyclone Strike. It's 3 primaries. That's trash. Blues are just going to be trash. Rend damage. I just need sockets though. Primary and sockets. And no primary there. Weapon, no go. It has percent damage and it's only 1700 damage. That's really bad. I think we decided all these other weapons were bad too. Cold, nope. Don't need that, I don't think. No, we got that legendary ring. 3 primaries, no primary stat though. Boom, boom, boom. A lot of this is garbage. Rend, 1 socket, primary stat. Or strength vit, life percent. Yeah, I don't think we need the rend damage. Rend damage is really good, but I think we're just going to need protection a little bit too much, more than the damage increase. Strength vit armor, no. Socket, this has 4 primaries, but no strength. No. Some people probably looking at this like, you just sold something better. I hope I didn't. Okay. Physical skills, attack speed, and damage. Plus damage redux. But no primary stat. If this had primary stat, it'd be so good. I think we're going to hang on to that one for now though. Fire skills, reduce cooldown. Maybe we'll hang on to those too. Run back over here. Our barb is looking great. So we have 70 blood shards left. We're at 120k damage. I don't think that Torment 1 is going to be quite possible. We'll see though. I still have to roll these items. Weapons don't have. Probably want primary stat on my weapons. I don't have primary stat on either of them though. The weakest link here, I'm gonna need sockets on my pants. Maybe I'll try get another pair of pants. Strength fit armor frenzy. One more. See if we get lucky. No. One more. Oh man. I think these are going to be our best bet. We're going to have armor. And we'll be able to get some sockets on there. We have 45 left to spend. One ring. The ring and the gloves we're definitely not upgrading. The shoulders I still say are good. Happy with those. That's... okay. Strength Vit. This is a toss-up. I know, this is like AH guide right here. You know, you're just sitting here staring at the auction house trying to figure out which piece of gear is going to be better. I'm really getting near the end. I think the belt's fine. Strength Fit, all res, those are the ones I really want. I have no primary stat on here. I forgot about that, and I'm not going to have crit. Maybe we'll just jam them into some bracers. Bracers are cheap-ish. Hopefully we get a nice pair. Cold, strength, all res. We really don't want cold. And we really want at least like lightning or physical on there, if at all possible. But crit would probably be more important than either of those, since we're going to be using lightning and we're going to be using physical for our damage abilities. I'll hang on to those bracers. Try out another pair. Cold, lightning, strength, vit, physical resistance. If that had one more primary, those are like perfect, actually. I could reroll the vit. How much life do I have? 400. Whoa! 400k life. Yeah, let's use these. I'll reroll the vit into crit. 132 physical is awesome, actually. 30 blood shards left. I know this is dragging for some of you. Strength Vit, all res, health globes, those are decent. I'm going to be able to get sockets on those. That weapon, I think we should at least try to get one more weapon. Up the damage. Oh, we can get 2 weapons. Damage, strength, not better. We need a socket on there. Last one. Okay, well, we wound up with 128k damage, 4.8 million toughness. So I'm going to look over the gear, see which stats that I do want to go ahead and reroll, so that way this video won't be like an hour long or anything like that. And we will take it from there. So I had one minor change that I made to the gear. I decided to go ahead and use the Valorous Medallion instead of the Raging Locket for the fire skills damage, because I decided to also go ahead and throw on Avalanche because, well, the damage was a little bit lacking when I did test it. Now, as I said, I have 26 rolls that I'm going to allow myself. I'm not going to be re-rolling the shoulders, the helmet, the belt, or the boots, or the ring. But I want to re-roll the most the chest, then probably the pants to get sockets on there. And then I'm also planning to reroll the ring, weapon 1, weapon 2, and the amulet. And then the gloves and bracers are kind of going to be in between, depending on how many rolls that I do have left. And we are going to go ahead and start right out with the chest. We're going to reroll the revenge damage, and we'll hopefully get a couple sockets here. Okay, roll number 1. We got avalanche damage or 2 sockets. I think we're just going to stick with the 2 sockets. We're not going to fight the 3, so that is 1 roll, so that's pretty good. We may try to get more if we can. I would love to get 2 sockets on here as well. We do not need the frenzy damage on these pants. 2 sockets right out the bat. That's nice. So that's 2 rolls, and we're already looking really good, actually. So I re-rolled the chest and the pants. I want to do probably the weapons next. Reroll the vitality, try to pick up some strength. Okay. Pretty low strength, but we're not going to complain. So that is 3 rerolls. So maybe 26 is quite a few. The cooldown, way more important than the area damage. So we're going to go ahead and reroll the area damage. Once again, try to pick up some strength. Percent damage is, I'd rather have that than area damage. Would that bring it up to 2,000? I'd still rather have strength on there. It's going to give us protection and damage. Ooh, okay, so that's 2. Let me mark those down so I don't forget. We're up to 5 rolls. Gonna stick with the damage. Give me some strength. Wow. Okay. Add another one. Okay, so that's 7 so far. Take the 406 strength. And we want to reroll The ring or the amulet? Ring or the amulet next. Going to go with the amulet. It's going to be able to allow us to get a bunch of crit chance or crit damage, whatever RNG decides to give us. Once again, I'm going to re-roll that vitality cooldown. Once again, very nice. 8.5 crit. I think we're going to stick with that one for now. So that is 8 rolls. So working out pretty well. Vitality, might as well go ahead. Replace. Okay. Take some more vitality. Damage, crit damage. So that's 10 rolls. How much lower is my crit chance? Yeah. Crit damage is definitely going to be more of a buff than the average damage because our crit damage is so low. So maybe I'll stick with that. I've thought about taking off that 700 vitality off of there. So maybe we'll go ahead and do that. We really do need to boost the damage. Attack speed, not what I'm looking for. That's 12 rolls. I mean, I'll take the attack speed more in the Vite, but really want crit damage on there. Those are actually going to be some really nice gloves. Crit damage 38, that's alright. So that was, I believe that's 14 rolls. I'm going to have to go back and watch the video, but we're right around 14 here. So we can roll 12 more times. We can add another 100 strength by re-rolling this here. We got the 2 sockets. We don't need to touch the pants. The boots are fine. The weapon's fine. That weapon's fine. We can try to get some more crit damage there. Yeah, we'll try to get some more crit damage on our ring. Once again, we need the damage. Pretty bad. So that's another 1, 2. We're up to like 15. There's a little more crit damage. That makes 16. So we got 10 more rolls. That's a lot, actually. 38, 36. Crit chance. Going to go ahead and try to get, I think, another socket. Or the bracers. I didn't touch the bracers yet. That's right. Good thing I didn't start re-rolling things. Okay, replace. Okay. We're going to try to get crit chance on here. 5.5 crit. Take that. Thank you very much. That's 17. More damages. So maybe we'll go ahead and try to re-roll this again. Try to get some more crit damage. That'll be 18. 19. 20. If you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure I'm around 20. I'm pretty sure I'm around 20. That's about 23. So I'm gonna allow myself 3 more rolls. Actually, I'll say 2 more rolls because maybe I forgot one in there. We'll say 2 more rolls. It's either going to be for 100 strength or try to get some more crit damage on there. I think the sockets are going to probably be easier to get than crit damage. Crit damage is not loving me. Those gloves are so good. Crit chance, that's good. Do I want to re-roll that? No, I don't want to lose the all resist. The attack speed is okay. You really don't need attack speed for this type of build, though. More crit. That's damage. I don't want to take out the reduced damage, so maybe I'll just leave the ring alone, like I was saying. And 2 more rolls. We'll just make it this ring. We'll do it up. Come on. Oh, we didn't get it, but we did get cooldown, but we're not going to take the cooldown over the 36% crit hit damage. So we will go ahead. That is it for our rolling. Hopefully that was around 26. We'll throw in our gems. We are up to 192k damage. 300k damage. We will use strength gems in our chest as well as our pants. semi more respectable, nothing really that crazy. 317k damage. Now I am going to look at the Paragon points as well. Like I said, I'm only going to use 50. That's really limiting myself. That's like 13 here. I have no movement speed on my gear, so I'm actually going to put it in movement speed. If I was at cap movement speed, which is 25%, then I'd just be throwing it all into strength. I could go for cooldown, or you could go for crit chance or crit damage. In our case, we're really low on crit damage, I do believe. You want about a 1 to 10 ratio on your crit chance and crit hit damage. So actually our crit hit damage is a little bit higher. So we have 354%. Crit hit chance is only 34%. So we're going to get that one additional percent that we're going to be able to put in our crit. So once again, we'll put 13 here, not 20. 13. Defensive. This really, you just check which defense is lower. Is your all resist? My lowest all resist is 502, so I'm getting 58% damage reduction. I would then go up to my armor, and I'm getting 76% damage reduction, so you're definitely going to want to throw it into all resistance. My life is fine. 183k for shooting for Torment 1 is definitely more than enough. So we get 12 here. And then utility, utility is one of those ones where you kind of just put wherever you need, put whatever the points you need into wherever you need those. You know what I'm saying. You get the points and you put them where you want. Either resource cost, life on hit, or area damage. I'm going to say life on hit. I don't think I need the resource cost. Maybe a little bit more survivability. So we'll throw 12 points into there. So those are the stats we wound up with. We are at 2 million toughness. Pretty low, but our resistance is okay. 61% damage reduction. And we are a little over 300k damage. So next, all we have to do is go ahead and try this all out. Now you want to let your gear, at least to some extent, choose the skills that you're going to be using. We look at this amulet here, it has fire skills damage on it. We look at this bracers, it has lightning skills damage. Now in the case of endgame gear, you don't want to go for both, but when you're just getting started out like we are, maybe you're going to have both. And we do, we'll go in for lightning skills as well as fire skills. Keep an open mind. Leave it in your playbook. You know, if you have a little bit of each and they're around the same amounts, don't be afraid to throw on, well, fire or lightning skills. Now we look at this shoulders here, it has avalanche damage on it. We look at the helmet, it has whirlwind damage. I have whirlwind here, as well as I have avalanche down here. Now if I had earthquake on these shoulders, this is kind of getting into a little bit of, you don't always want to let your gear choose for you. I would not be using earthquake, well, because we are just starting out. Fury management can become a problem, you know, draining fury too fast. Earthquake costs a lot, or else we're going to have to eat up another passive. But avalanche, on the other hand, it's a fire damage dealing skill as well, but costs us no fury. That's just one way to kind of look at it. Now we are going to go over the rest of the skills here. Now whirlwind with wind shear, as you saw, I had some whirlwind damage on my helmet. I had some lightning damage on my bracers. So going for a lightning skill with whirlwind is going to be a great idea, as well. It's going to grant us 1 fury for every enemy struck. And as I said, fury can become a problem when you're just starting out on your barbarian. Overpower with killing spree, I was using rend here, but it was a physical damaging ability, as well as it cost us 20 fury. Was having a little bit of problem with the fury management, as I've been saying, and well, going with something like overpower is going to be a much better idea, especially when you have something like 30% cooldown on your gear like we do. It's going to be taking overpower down to like 9 seconds, as well as crit hits are going to have a chance to reduce the cooldown of overpower by 1 second. It's going to be a really good ability. It's lightning, as I said. Now battle rage, marauder's rage, it doesn't matter that this is physical. It's going to be increasing all of your damage by 15%. You're only going to have to cast this every 2 minutes. It's only going to cost you 20 fury. It's going to be really good for the fury management. Avalanche, volcano, cooldown on it, costs us no fury, going hand in hand pretty much with overpower. It's a fire skill. We have fire damage, we have avalanche damage. Warcry with impunity. Maybe I got rid of a little bit too much vitality on this gear. Maybe not though. Using something like Warcry with impunity if you're having troubles with survivability is going to be great. Also, it's going to grant you a little bit more fury. Wrath the Berserker, insanity. You come across the elites, you pop this, and you trash them. Getting into the passives, Rampage is just an all-around great passive for pretty much all barbarians, unless you're doing like Uber runs or something like that. Unforgiving, once again, help us with our fury. Toughest nails, a little bit of protection boost, and then we really don't have any healing on our gear, so getting something like Bloodthirst for every point of Fury spent is going to heal us for 578 life. We're going to be running around Whirlwinding a lot, as well as you can see here that while I have a lot of Fury, don't be afraid to maybe go ahead and cast Battle Rage, and that was actually Avalanche, Battle Rage, because, well, casting Battle Rage is going to help reduce the cooldown of your Avalanche, as you see there. So that's just one way to go ahead and dump your Fury other than just Whirlwinding around. So we are going to actually complete one full bounty. Maybe we'll try to look for something short like a Miser's Will or Miner's Gold, or the Jar of Souls will work. Just run the bounty, complete it. That way you're going to be able to get a pretty good idea on the kill speeds as well as the toughness and everything. Now I will say that the toughness is a little low, the damage is a little bit low, but you still are going to be able to jump right into Torment 1 and start farming, which is pretty nice. So I'll probably only be stopping for the bigger packs. Jar of Souls vent, I think it's got pretty much enough monsters around. Legendary? Oh, we are still running around with our happy anniversary Diablo 3 buff. Run to the jar. As well as at the Jar of Souls of, oh, Goblin. This would be a good test. Oh, I missed my overpower. You really want to land your overpowers. Alright, Goblin down. There we go. Running, running, running to the Jar of Souls. Yeah, don't miss the overpower. Overpower is like too vital to miss. It's a very high source of damage for this type of build. Jar of Souls event, it did get a buff. You know, there's the elite at the end and everything, but I still just feel like the beginning is just a little bit too desolate. They need to take the middle and move it to the beginning and then create a new ending that's more intense. But, yeah. It's Act 1, and they do want Act 1 to be slightly easier than Act 2, and Act 2 to be slightly easier than Act 3. And whether that's the case or not, that was how they originally planned it. I don't know that it's still that way. Act 5 is kind of difficult, but I don't know that it's more difficult than Act 4, personally. Okay, yeah. That's normally when I throw my movement ability, so I just chunked an Avalanche off into the distance. Should be getting close to that elite pack, and it looks like our Wrath of Berserker will be up in time, so that'd be nice. Four seconds. Where's that elite at? There they are. You can see you can drop elites pretty fast. I mean, I am using my Wrath of Berserker and all that, and I did save my Avalanche, but that's just really what you want to do. You want to farm efficiently, save things when you know there's going to be elites around. A little bit of Torment 1 farming for you. That is going to be it for me. I am ChromeOnRust for CoreXP Gaming. I hope you did enjoy the video. Like, subscribe if you would, if you'd like. I'm out of here, and you all, as always, have a great day.